Hey, what's good, everybody? So let's do a quick 24 hours since I have the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Uh, the initial unboxing experience was pretty much your standard unboxing. You pretty much just have the phone. You did get some materials about the reading and instructions. You did get your toolkit, pretty much your basic unboxing. Wasn't too much to it. These days, unboxings seem to become less and less. I don't want to say needed, but it does leave a lot to be desired for. So, again, like I said, I had this phone now first 24 hours, and the one thing that I have noticed is that the build quality, the weight of the phone itself is a little bit lighter than the S24 Ultra. Also, tooling around with the software in general, it's the same exact experience I'm getting on the S24, just with a slightly revamped One UI 7.0. The fingerprint sensor is like one of the major standouts that I like about this phone. I've always liked Samsung's fingerprint sensor way better than what I found on other phones that had that same in-screen fingerprint sensor. Now, as you can see here, I did pick up the online exclusive color titanium jet black. The reason why I like this particular colorway, very minimal in comparison to this kind of like cream orange look that I went with last year. I do like the black accents on the camera, which is another good look, and the matching sides, the whole sides that match the colorway of this black. Also, the other colors you can get online is the jaded green, and they do have like this pink gold, which is almost just a little bit darker, a little lighter than this particular color, to give you an idea of what you might be getting. You can get the regular titanium black, gray. They have a silver blue and the white silver, which looks more gray in my opinion. I do like, again, the camera trim in comparison to this silver one. Again, this is just way more minimal, has way more of a masculine feel to it in comparison to, this S24. But even though I did rock a case on it, just knowing that you had this particular color was, it got less appealing as time went on. So keep that in mind. Also, again, there's a light difference in the weight, but it is noticeable how this phone, the S25, feels lighter than this phone. When the size right here on this S24 it has like a slight curve to it, whereas the sides on the 25 is just flat, blunt. That's the word that comes to mind. As far as holding it, and when you do the hold, and you know how you balance the phone on your pinky, it does wear a little different. It's kind of weird, but it feels like it's a little bit more of an effort to hold this, which is weird. You would think that when you think of this phone, it'd be a lot more of an effort to hold it, but I don't know. That's my own personal quirk. Real quick, I did get the 512. There was a nice deal on Samsung's website where the 512 and 256 came in at the same price. Another thing is the S Pen. I do like the way the S Pen is, what they did with the S Pens for the Samsung exclusive online colors. You do have this gray that's kind of an accent color. They didn't go matchy with the S Pen, but it is kind of sad that they took away the Bluetooth features. Samsung's claiming that less than 1% of people use the camera shutter that was on the S Pen. I don't know how you find that type of information out unless you're, sneaking around in the background on people's phones. So, I mean, I don't know how I don't think you can do a survey and then pretty much just come up with that less than 1% is using it, because I've owned Samsung phone for years and have never been approached with any type of survey question. This phone it was up at the time when I picked it up, it retailed for $12.99, which is like $1,300, but regular price is $14.19 for the 1 TB. The camera sensor, we got one change. Both cameras have the 200 megapixel sensor and a 50 telescopic, and now they have a 50 ultra wide. And because I do use two different phone companies, but I decided to put my main number on this one. Usually when I buy an Android phone, I usually go with Apple product, and I usually rock out an Android product, but I'm going for a little while double Android. So I'm kind of rocking out with the S25 with my main number and the Pixel with the other number. Now, real quick, when it comes to the size comparison, the 24 Ultra is a tad wider than the 25. In comparison with the Pixel, Pixel seems like it's a way slimmer phone, just based on the initial look. Yeah, it is. The actual Pixel 9 Pro XL is a slimmer phone than the 25 Ultra. For sure, this is a taller phone. Is it wider or slimmer than the Apple product? Man, believe it or not, I don't know. This actually is wider than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Weird. I would have thought just by initial looks that the 16 Pro Max would be wider. Again, fingerprint sensor, quick, fast, on point. Software, your standard Samsung software, everything is on point, nice, clean look. I'm running a 1080p screen right now. I'm running adaptive brightness, as you can see right here. I'm rocking out with the 23 by 40 by 10 by 80 FHA. I'm not running the quad yet. And man, I'm telling you, Samsung displays are so on point. You wouldn't even notice. It's just very vibrant and nice. You would have thought that I was running on QHD plus. But overall, like I said, I've been enjoying the experience of this phone. I like how everything is pretty much on point. The theming, the customization, toggles, and the notifications look. Everything is just on point and organized. I just like the way Samsung does its UI. Now, for somebody who's thinking about getting this phone, if you have a 24 Ultra, save yourself some money and pass. It's really not worth the time or effort to waste your money unless your carrier, you have some type of jump or some type of program with your carrier that allows you where you can upgrade on a yearly basis. Then by all means go for it. But I think people who might be interested in a S25 Ultra is somebody who may be switching from Apple to Android, because that is happening more these days, because Apple continues to keep giving you that same bland look with no changes. But at the same time, Samsung can be accused of the same thing. But I do think Samsung does tend to innovate a little bit more than Apple. They do offer you slight variations on the build of the actual phone itself in comparison to what Apple do. Also, I think Samsung and Google in general, it has a way more better advanced AI features than Apple. So that might be something that might draw you over. With raw camera footage on both, now that Samsung has added that to its camera setup. Video quality, depending on who you talk to. A lot of people, I think Apple might be slightly better, but Samsung is closing that gap on video quality. Another thing also to keep in mind, from a price standpoint, I think Samsung products are priced better. The only thing that Apple may have over Samsung is its ecosystem. Other than that, also, you do have the AI features that makes these phones interesting, but at the same time, it's only 6 months for the S25 Ultra until it goes behind a paywall, and then we don't know what the charges will be. There are other apps out there like DeepSync that can easily step in for free and make Gemini AI irrelevant. So keep that in mind. Now, Samsung's AI is a combination of Bixby and Gemini. So I kind of like that going forward, which makes it might be making it a slightly better deal over the Pixel 9 Pro, that they're combining Bixby and the Gemini. to work hand in hand together. So that might make this phone a little bit more appealing. But again, that pretty much does it with my unboxing and first impressions of this here phone, Galaxy S25 Ultra. Be on the lookout for some other videos I got coming out, maybe some tips and tricks videos and some other things like that. And stay tuned for my coverage of the Galaxy S25 Ultra. I really appreciate everybody out there. If you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch everybody in my next video. I'm out.